Welcome to the AI locker room, where the grit of the pitch meets the power of the processor. I'm Ashley Barratt, and alongside me is Guy Branston. We're stripping away the noise to look at the data, the scouting, and the strategies shaping the future of the game. Powered by Sport AI consultants, this is where elite performance gets a digital upgrade. Let's get into it. Episode 2.
Imagine having an AI coach whispering tactical genius in your ear during a crucial match. That's not science fiction anymore. It's happening right now with a groundbreaking tool called the coach's ear, and it's completely transforming how we think about sports coaching.
The implications of this technology are fascinating. How exactly does it process all that real-time data into actionable insights?
Well, think of it like having a super intelligent assistant that's constantly analyzing everything happening on the field, player positions, running patterns, pressing intensity, and even fatigue levels, then distilling it all down into simple, clear instructions.
But what prevents this from becoming information overload for coaches and players?
That's actually one of the most clever aspects of the system. It uses AI to determine not just what feedback to give, but precisely when to deliver it. So instead of constant chatter, coaches might receive specific prompts like tighten marking on right flank, exactly when that adjustment could make the biggest impact.
You know what really strikes me about this? It's not trying to replace human judgment, but rather enhance it.
Exactly right. And that's why the implementation is so crucial. The system needs to understand context, like whether you're up 2-0 in the 81st minute or chasing a goal in extra time. These situations require completely different tactical approaches.
Let's dive into some specific benefits. What are the key advantages you're seeing?
So there are three major benefits we're seeing. First, it creates incredible consistency in tactical implementation across the entire coaching staff. Second, it enables real-time adjustments based on actual data rather than just gut feel. And third, this is particularly exciting, it helps bridge that gap between training groundwork and matchday performance.
Though I can't help but wonder about the impact on player development. Are we potentially creating athletes who become too dependent on instruction?
That's actually one of the most important considerations. The system should be designed to gradually reduce prompts as players demonstrate better decision-making abilities, kind of like training wheels that slowly come off as you gain confidence.
Well, that makes sense. What about the financial implications for clubs?
You're looking at a significant investment: hardware costs, software licensing, data storage, integration with existing systems, plus trained personnel to manage it all. But here's the interesting part. Early adopters are already seeing ROI through improved performance metrics and reduced injury rates due to better player management.
So essentially, we're talking about a technology that could potentially widen the gap between wealthy and smaller clubs.
That's a real concern, and it's why I believe we need tiered versions of the system or perhaps league-wide adoption policies to ensure fair access. Similar to how goal line technology was rolled out across different levels of competition.
The privacy implications here seem significant. How are clubs handling that aspect?
Well, this is where it gets really interesting. Clubs are developing comprehensive data governance frameworks that clearly define data ownership and usage rights. Players need to know exactly what's being tracked and how that information influences coaching decisions.
And what about the future development of this technology?
So I'm seeing three major trends emerging. First, AI systems that learn and adapt to individual coaching styles. Second, the integration of multiple feedback methods. Imagine combining audio prompts with visual cues or even haptic feedback. And third, which is particularly exciting, the potential for player-facing versions that help athletes develop their own tactical understanding.
That's quite the evolution from traditional coaching methods.
And you know what's really fascinating? The best coaches are already finding ways to combine their human insight with these AI tools. It's not about choosing between technology and experience. It's about creating a powerful synthesis of both.
Looking ahead, what should teams watch out for when implementing this technology?
The key is a phased approach. Start with training sessions, then friendly matches, and gradually work up to competitive games. Teams need to track both quantitative metrics like tactical success rates and qualitative feedback from players and staff. It's about finding that sweet spot where technology enhances rather than overwhelms the human elements of coaching.
Sounds like we're witnessing a real paradigm shift in sports coaching.
You know what? We absolutely are. The future of coaching isn't just about X's and O's anymore. It's about creating this perfect blend of human expertise and artificial intelligence. When implemented thoughtfully, tools like the coaches here aren't just changing the game, they're elevating it to entirely new levels of tactical sophistication and player development. The whistle's blown on this session, but the data never sleeps. You've been listening to the AI Locker Room with Ashley Barratt and myself, Guy Branston. A huge thanks to Sport AI Consultants for powering the conversation. Don't get left in the dugout, stay ahead of the curve, and we'll see you in the next one.